In this video, I will show you the beginnings of Full Bore and how it evolved into the game it is now. After about 3 weeks of work, Full Bore looked like this. It had no animation, and the tiles were simple and flat. This shows the humble beginnings of every gaming project, where it isn't so much a game as a simple programming test. After another week of development time, we'd implemented very simple animation and more fluid controls. The original concept for Full Bore was a lot different than the game we have today. Initially, we wanted it to be a randomly generated arcade game. The objective of the game was to dig, find treasure, and avoid obstacles. This video also shows one of the mechanics we ended up throwing out. Here you can see that as Frederick digs more and more of a particular block type, he is able to damage the surrounding blocks very quickly. At this point, the game is quite clunky. After another month of development, we've introduced one of the things that makes Full Bore look so unique. The tile boundaries have been modified to give the illusion of depth. You can also see we've started to add some arcade game mechanics, where Frederick gets coins for breaking particular blocks. 2 months later, and we're still laboring under the impression that Full Bore should be an arcade game. Dean was going to sell you items in this shop in exchange for coins. We made an arcade-style HUD for this version. We ended up throwing out that work, but I still miss the pork chop health bar you can see in the upper left. This is the first version of Full Bore, after it had been reworked as a puzzle game. This was the first version we sent to friends and family to try and get feedback on the game. This footage should start to look familiar. This was actually the very first version of our training level. There's still evidence of the arcade game roots of Full Bore. We have that goofy health bar in the corner still. Around this time, the story of the game was developed. Frederick was going to be setting out to save the ailing Full Bore Mining Company. Our next build was actually submitted to a contest. Our team decided to try and get a spot in the PAX 10. We actually considered this version to be close to a shipping candidate. This shows how far off the mark we were at the time. The team decided that Full Bore would work a lot better as an open game. We think that the end result is much better than the linear version ever was going to be. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Consider checking out our website or following us on Twitter. Thanks for watching!